Listen, it look good, okay? The girls that get it, get it. The girls that don't, just don't. I'm about to teach you how to put in clip-ins into your natural hair. I used to do this a lot back then, so I know. I haven't done it in about 6 years. I used to literally put clip-ins in my natural hair in high school, y'all. Yes, high school. I'm going to be showing you the easiest way to do this. We're gonna take an old wig. I did want to buy bundles, but I have a lot of wigs, and I'm like, why not use the bundles that's in these wigs that I used to make back then? So I'm like, let me just get one of my old wigs with the good hair, because this is decent hair. But since it's my first time and I want to show you the alternative way for tape-ins, you can just add clip-ins to it. We're going to cut these bundles out of the hair. So what you'll need is an old wig with really good hair in there, and you're going to need some scissors. And you're going to cut out the bundles in here. So I already had cut out some bundles out of this wig to put in a wig I bought, because nowadays when you buy your wigs, I'm gonna just rant real quick as I cut this out. Nowadays when you buy your wigs, the wigs becoming kind of thin. If I don't know, maybe I'm buying from the wrong company, but I bought from a few vendors. I'm not gonna say the names, but the hair came out very thin. I had to cut some hair out of this wig that I made a long time ago and apply it to the wig that was sent to me, or the wigs that I spent my good old money on. Mind you, I was spending $300-400 on wigs, and they coming out thin. This was the bottom track, so it kind of looked thinner. You know that bottom ones be like, y'all know, if you wear wigs and you start to wear it for a long time, you know the bottom piece always thinning out for some reason. When you're doing the clip-ins onto your natural hair, I believe you only need about 2 bundles, if anything 1.5 bundles, because you want it to look natural. You don't want it to be too much hair, and also you don't want too much hair rubbing against your natural hair. It can also cause your hair to fall out. And I like doing the clip-ins rather than the tape-ins, because the tape-ins, you have to keep it on for a long time. Like, you have to like remove it with like oil or something like that. With the clip-ins, you can just take them out every night and reapply them the next day. So you guys, you see how much healthier and thicker this bundle is rather than the one that was all the way at the bottom. This one is just more fuller, and I am so excited. As I'm taking this out, I'm just like, I'm excited to do this. Now you guys, you're gonna need some clip-ins. I picked up these clip-ins from the beauty supply store, and this is the brand. It's called Diane. Now this is the large snap-on wig clips. These are how the clip-ins look when you take it out the pack. It snaps like that, and it snaps like that. It has like a curve to it, and then it has a comb right here. This is the comb part. And then it has these holes there. Now these holes are what we're going to sew onto the weft of the bundles. You'll need thick black thread like this. And I'm using a thin needle so that it can go in easier. Sometimes when you use the curved needles, it don't want to go through the holes, the small holes. I'm going to make a knot at the end. I'm just going to wrap it around my finger, like twist it and then pull. If that makes sense, if you know how to sew, then you would know. I'm gonna take that first clip-in and I'm going to add it to the end of the track. You want the comb to face outwards, so you're gonna add it like this. So the comb is here, the comb is here, and you want the comb to face outwards. You don't want to do it the other way because the comb will be inwards. You want the comb to go through your natural hair, and you want, when you snap it, it snaps like that, and your natural hair will be through the combs, if that makes sense. Now we're going to take our needle and we're going to go through the holes. Whether it's snapped forward or snapped inwards, you still going to be okay. This track is doubled, so make sure the ends meet evenly, and then you want to go through both tracks with the needle. Before you pull, you're going to push it through the top hole because you want the clip-in to match on top of your bundle. So you're just going to go through it, through the hole, pull it all the way till it come through, and then go over the top and go over it again. Go through the two wefts, the two tracks, and then go into the hole again. You're gonna do loops. Pretty much it's gonna be looping on top, through the hole, through the hole. We're only gonna use the top of the top holes. We're not gonna use the bottom holes because you can if you want, but it's not really necessary. So we're gonna go through that first hole about 2 times, and then we're gonna move to the second hole. Also trying to see what I'm doing. I'm sorry, you guys. I probably should have positioned the camera somewhere to be more aesthetically pleasing. Now you don't have to go through the track every time, but you can go like underneath the track onto the hairs. Okay, let's turn it this way so you can see what I mean. So I showed you that end. Now we're gonna go around into the other hole. So you don't have to go through the track if you don't want. You can go underneath the hair because sometimes going through the track it's a little bit more rough to do. So we're gonna go underneath the hair and onto the next hole and then pull. And make sure the weft is going on top and not through the combs. The first hole, go through it 2 or 3 times. The first hole of the clip, which is right here, go through it 2 or 3 times. The second hole and the third, you can just go through it 1 time. You want the clip-in to hold on tight. The last hole, you're gonna want to go through it 2 or 3 times. So I'm just going around. Actually using a straighter needle is much easier than the curved needle, to be honest, because this process is not that long. I'm practically on my last hole. So the last hole there, which is right here, this is how your clip-in should look. Okay, this is how your clip-in should look. It should be looped around just like that onto each hole, and then you're gonna take the last hole and then you're gonna go through it just like that and pull. And then you want to do that last hole 2 or 3 times, going through the weft, because you want these to be on nice and tight. So you're just gonna want to go through that last hole 2 or 3 times, and then once you do the last loop, you're gonna want to take the needle and go through your track, one of the track or both, it doesn't matter, and you're gonna want to make a knot. So I like to go around my finger like this, and then grab it around the finger, take the needle and put it underneath wherever, put it underneath, go through it, and that's how I do my knot. Now I pull as close as I can as I take my finger out of the loop, and then I tighten it. Oh, I don't know, but I didn't take sewing classes, but I just know how to do this because my mom sews, and I don't know. Did she teach me? I don't think she taught me, but I don't know. And then I like to go through it one more time so that the knot, that little knot right there, is hidden. I want to hide the knot. So I'll go through the weft one more time somewhere, anywhere, and just pull again. And now the knot is hidden and it's downwards. Now we're going to cut off the thread so that it doesn't show. And now we put on our first clip-in. This is how your clip-in should look. Some people like to put it through the other holes, but it's not really necessary. Once you clip it onto your hair, it will snag on nice and tight, and it'll be like that. Alright, you guys, I just wanted to show you how to put on the clip-ins. So now I'm going to measure how many clip-ins I need. Measure it on my head, and then cut it, and then apply maybe 2 or 3 of course, even if it's at the bottom, 3 clip-ins, And then I'm going to use the next bundle and add, I'm going to do 3 layers. So I'm just going to take my hair out. So you guys, this is my natural hair, and they cut it. They did a really big cut. She was just chopping away. I said, just chop away, chop all the nasty ends, chop to where it's healthy at. And that's exactly what she did. So I want to give you guys a better close-up look. Yeah, so this is my hair. It was straightened, but it did rain and snow heavy in New York, and I was wearing a hat and I was sweating underneath it. So my hair did get a little frizzy, but that's fine. That's where I'm gonna be using my flat iron. My flat iron is really old, as you can see, burnt out, old. All right, you guys, so what you're gonna do is section out your hair, and it don't have to be neat, okay? So you're gonna take the bottom part, you're gonna leave that like that, and then you're gonna put your hair up. So I'm gonna take the track from the clip-in I use. I'm gonna unclip that and show you guys how to clip it on, just because. Clip it on to where you need it. I like to leave a little bit of hair on the sides there. Clip it on just like that, and then measure it out. So I need it up to like right here. And then I'm going to cut it, and we're just gonna cut that weft. Now that that is measured out to my liking, right there, I'm going to add the other clip in, and then I'll come back. So you guys, I thought about it, and I was gonna do it off camera, but I was like, let me show you guys one more time. Why not? So you're gonna take your needle, go through both ends of the track. I did make a knot at the end of my thread, okay? So make sure you have a knot first. I'm gonna go around that twice so that I lock in those 2 tracks together. And then I'm gonna go through that first hole. Never start from this end of your clip-in and work your way through onto the other end, okay? Never work from that end to this end, because as you work, the clip-in will shift, and then you will have more clip-in than track, and then your clip-in will just be hanging on a side, okay, as you sew, okay? So now we're just gonna go through the holes. You wanna go through that first hole at least 2 or 3 times. Doesn't matter how you do it, but I like to do the loop. I like to go around it, but make sure you're going through the track. 2 times should be fine, honestly. Then you're gonna go to the second hole, and it don't have to go through the tracks, because it can be a little hard to push that needle through the tracks. I know, trust me. So I'm gonna go underneath the track. You're gonna go underneath it and into the hole. I'm trying to teach you guys and also see what I'm doing under, okay? And then I'm gonna go to the next one. Push it, go through the hole, and then you're gonna go to the 5th hole, but make sure that you're going into the weft, the tracks. Push it through. See, it's kind of harder to pull the needle out of the track, but take your time and it will go through smoothly. I recommend using a straight needle because this is so much easier than using the curved needle. Go around that last one at least 2 to 3 times, and then I'm gonna make a knot at the very bottom. There's a knot there. You see that knot? But we want to hide that knot, so I'm gonna go through my tracks one more time and pull. Ooh, I'm stabbing myself. Pull. Once you pull, the knot disappears, and then you want to cut at the end of the thread. Now we're going to take our track and we're going to apply it on the part that we've sectioned out. Take that comb area and push it into your hair nice and tight and snap. You're going to take the next side, push it into your hair, and then snap. It is very sturdy, you guys. It's not going nowhere. As you can see, it's not moving. Now, if you get into a fight and somebody pull, it will come out. Another way you can do this is you can do a braid, a small tiny braid going across, and then sewing the end of the braid to the other side, sewing it down, and then add the clip-ins onto it, or you could sew your track onto that braid. But I'm not doing that. I used to do that, but I want to be able to take my tracks out at the end of the night so that it's not rubbing against my hair all day long. So now we're going to do the second area. And I like to use my fingers. You can use a comb to be more neat, but I'm just going to do like an inch away. It don't need to be neat, you guys. You just want to add some tracks. It don't need to be neat, okay? Now I'm going to go to the end of my track, hold it, and measure out how much I need so that I can cut it. So since I'm doing over here, you want to leave some hair out on the sides in case you want to do ponytails or anything like that. So I won't be doing this on camera because I already showed you how to do the first and the second. So just replay that if you have to. And yeah.
Let's get into social media because this kind of goes hand in hand. Obviously, I'm an influencer, so take me out of this equation because this does not apply to me. But for those who are not social media influencers or do not need social media to thrive as a business, let's talk about keeping your life a little bit more private on social media. I don't want to see you talking about your ex. I do not want to see you talking about your old friends. I don't want to hear about your past experiences.
I'm going to pause her. So I'm going to do my third track. What I like to do is start from my eyes and have this side of my hair. This is my natural hair. I want to have that out because I want the track to start like right here. And then also, if you want to do ponytails, you want coverage. You don't want your track showing. I'm using my fingers. I have combs, okay? This is how you put on clip-ins. It really don't have to be neat. And I'm only doing 3 tracks because I think I only need 3 tracks and my tracks are doubled. I'm mainly doing this for ponytails because I do work at a bar and we have to put our hair up. A restaurant slash bar. And our hair have to go up. I party my hair ear to ear and I'm going to add a track here. This track is probably going to have about 4 clips because it's so big. It's going to have 4 clips. So you want to have it going all the way around your head like this. And you want to leave a little bit of your hair out.
Like, it's so beautiful. Like, oh my God. There's so many black women in the world that have really full, thick, long hair. I don't understanding. Since I already told you guys I have micro length, right? I feel like I told the whole world. So I recommend, if you guys have been interested in getting this hairstyle for a while, definitely do get it. Like, this is fire. And I had to cut mine like Dominican blowout style, So I'm able to do it in the middle part and a side part. Left like a little bit of leave out, like there's no micro link attached to it.
Alright, you guys, so it's given skimp at the ends and very full around here, of course, because that's where my hair is at. Let me stand up so y'all could really see. I'm gonna add one more just so that I can have more coverage. I put 3 clip-ins on there and now I'm gonna add it to literally very close but still leave a little bit out in case you want to do a ponytail. I'm just gonna keep saying that because it just makes sense to keep reminding you. And you know, you don't want your track to show, so we're gonna go, this one is kind of loose. You want it to be tight. Also, you want to put it on enough here. I like to like scratch it a little bit and then yeah. So another part about having tracks, you have to hold it when you're combing it so that the tracks don't come out. But if you put the tracks tight enough, you'll be alright. You see that cut? My cut is showing on my natural hair, so I really need to add that extra track right there. I just added the 2 clip-ins to the ends of this little track, and I'm going to just fill in the area that don't have a track and make sure that it's really securing. Oh my goodness, it's like on my temple. Oh, sometimes I don't want to clip, y'all. Okay, this one is going to go right here. So I'm just gonna add it there. Okay, nice and secure. Purr. And I already, you know, put some hair out, so we're good on that part. I'm gonna clip the other ends. Have it nice and flat all the way around. And I also want to add some baby hairs because I want that, you know, you want that. Ah, it matched my hair so perfect. Y'all, look at this. If I do a Nice little ponytail. So flippin' cute. Okay, look at the back. No tracks are really showing, and if it is, you know, comb it out to your liking. Can y'all see that? Okay. You know. And it looks so natural. And I'm gonna add some curls so that I could look more feminine. Oh, I love this so much, you guys. I'm gonna put some baby hairs. I should curl it, right? What should I do? You guys comment down below if you think I should curl this or should I straighten it or just leave it like this, you know? You guys, I love it so much. I would encourage anyone to just put some tracks in your hair. Let your hair breathe. Your hair deserves some tension, okay? Some TLC. And putting some tracks in it just allow you to be more feminine. And you don't have to put tracks. Do what makes you happy. But if you're a girl that like to wear weave and you like to always, you know, look good, you know, the nice hairstyles that we do with the weaves and stuff, and you always want your hair to look full, vibrant, go ahead and get you some micro links. Go ahead and get you some tape-ins, or if you want to save your money, because micro links and tapings are extremely expensive right now, learn how to do it yourself or add some tracks to your hair. This is a track showing. Okay, you don't want your track showing though, okay? I'm gonna fix that. I just have some edge control. The edge control I am using is the Eben New York. I love their edge control. I honestly like the Eben one because I don't want a edge control that's gonna like hold my hair to where I have to like wash it out. The Eben control has the perfect amount of oil for your natural hair. It holds it perfectly, and then you don't have to like wash it out. The oils will just go into your hair and it'll just look natural. It won't look flaky or anything like that. That's why I like Eben edge control. And yeah, so you guys, my hair is looking good and natural. And this brush also helps you to hide the tracks. You know, you don't want your tracks showing. So it kind of like spread out your natural hair so that your tracks isn't showing. So my hair is exactly how I like it. And if I wanted to do a ponytail, once again, I have control of doing a ponytail and still looking nice, soft, and feminine. That was the main reason of me adding some tracks to my hair, because I love my weaves. I want my hair to just look more fuller, more, you know, volume. I can add more tracks. I do have one more track. You guys, you can also buy a fresh bundle and you don't have to do like me, pull it out of an old wig. You can also get a fresh bundle from the store if you want to do it that way. I like the more affordable ways. If you ask me, this is like a protective style because you can take the clip-ins out every night, or you can just throw on a bonnet, or you could even wrap your hair with the clip-ins in there if you want to keep it in. But me, I will be taking my clip-ins out every night so that my hair is like not rubbing against the weave, and I can still save my hair. You can take it out if you want and wear your natural hair, or you can rock it like this. I really like rocking it like this, and I'm gonna be doing this for a few weeks. And it feels so feminine. It looks so feminine. I feel like I look like, you know, mature and classy and just overall upscale me, if that makes sense. You know, material girl. Like, I feel like a material girl, but I'm on a budget and no one has to know that, okay? So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that it was informative. And if it was, please don't forget to comment below. Give this video a like so it can reach out to your homegirls and everyone else that's, you know, want to upgrade their looks. And don't forget to subscribe, you guys. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers, and I want you to help me out by subscribing, and let's be lit together, okay? Ferrari family, let's just be lit. And I love you so much. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.